If you're a content creator or influencer, you should stick around. I'm Alina, a social media expert, and this is Waldemar, the founder of Fanfluence. It's a company that is on its mission to redefine how creators grow and earn in today's economy. So Waldemar, can you explain us a bit what problems are you solving and what is Fanfluence all about?
Sure. So Fanfluence is a platform that lets fans invest in their favorite content creators, be it YouTubers, influencers, or streamers. It's very similar to how people invest nowadays in companies. Just with us, you can invest in creative talent, and in doing so, you earn a financial return. So in order to understand the challenges that we are solving with this, we have to look at the two sides involved here, the content creators and their fans. So on the creator side, we have seen this massive shift happening in the recent years where they're becoming this full-blown entrepreneur, building a business around their content. And those guys are facing many challenges. So they have, unpredictable income streams, lack of funding. It's very hard for them to find the right people to work with, or just simply to navigate the ever-changing social media landscape. And for many, it really comes down to this one core question, namely, how can I turn this, whatever I have going on right now, into a sustainable career? And this is exactly where we step in as Fanfluence. So we give them the tools and, more importantly, the know-how when it comes to how to build that business. And specifically, this means for us that in the first phase, we enable creators to raise growth capital directly from their fans in a very structured and business-like manner, unseen in the creator economy so far. And in the following step, we help them to figure out how to reinvest that capital wisely so they can grow and build that career for themselves. And then there's the fan side, which has been stuck a little bit in this passive consumer role, as I like to regard it. We know they're emotionally invested. Many of them are incredibly loyal. They follow a creator's journey for years. But when it comes to the support, we see a huge misalignment, namely, or between how much they support and what can they actually get back from that. So when we look at the current infrastructure of the support infrastructure of the creator economy, we actually see that fans can support through engagement, things like I'm liking, sharing, or commenting on a content piece, but then also financially. Here they can either subscribe to a monthly subscription, they can either donate or purchase a merch. But when we zoom out and look at all of these methods, then we realize they have this charity-like character to them where support, and especially money, is actually flowing into one direction only, namely from the fan to the creator. And this is where Fanfluence flips the model entirely, namely by allowing people to invest in creators. We now give, for the first time, the ability to financially participate in the success of a creator. And this is where a proper alignment comes in, namely, the more you support, the bigger your upside potential, the more you can earn. Essentially, this is like everyone can get now a piece of the cake without ever having to pick up a camera themselves.
Wow, that's a very new approach. So how exactly does that work?
So the core idea is actually very simple. Creators, they can raise money by offering their fans a share of the future income for a specific period of time. And by buying these income shares, fans get to earn a financial income. So on our platform, it starts with the creator starting this fundraising campaign. He connects his income streams, and then he decides what percentage of which income stream do I want to share with my fans and over what period of time. And based on that and the data that we aggregate from social media platforms or from historic financial data, we calculate a fair target amount for him to raise. So when he accepts and we approve, we publish it, it goes live on our platform, and that's the moment where anyone can invest. In order to help that campaign reach its goal faster, creators, they can promote it on their own social media channels, and of course we will do so on our end as well. In terms of what happens with the money that is being raised, that's really up to the creator to decide. So he can either choose to manage it himself, or he can choose to work with us. And that's, in the latter case, that's where we step in with strategic support. We help them to figure out how to reinvest that money wisely, and that money really becomes like a dedicated growth budget in that sense.
Other creators are more likely to manage their money on their own, or are they rather working together with you to make the money grow?
So we're seeing both approaches, and it's unfortunately a bit too early to draw hard conclusions, but we see a tendency here, namely that the bigger creators that have been in the game already for a few years, they tend to understand pretty well what their next steps are, simply because they have been through this very painful trial and error process already. So for them, it's about getting the funding so that they can grow bigger faster. And then the smaller creators, on the other hand, they tend to need a bit more structure and clarity. Actually, many of them have a really strong content and a big potential for growth, but they're still trying to figure out how to position themselves as a brand, how to monetize beyond ad revenue, or just simply what else is possible in the broader creator economy. So our role can vary. Sometimes it's just about unlocking that capital, and sometimes it's about taking an active role, helping the creator, trying to understand where is he in his journey and what are the next steps to take.
Wow, that sounds interesting.
Thank you.
So what's your vision with Fanfluence on the long term?
So the vision is actually set very clear. We would like to empower people and transform the creator economy into this mutually beneficial place where not only the content creators can build a sustainable career for themselves, but anyone who chooses to support them. And I also like to consider this question a bit from the perspective of the creator life cycle. So what has started as young people predominantly uploading content onto social media for fun and has now transitioned to this entrepreneurial boom, we would like to position ourselves as Fanfluence as the next and last block in this life cycle, where we not only solve all the existing challenges, but will also tackle any future related challenges, just really leaving no stone unturned. But for now, it means that we will take it step by step. We also intend to remain very close with our users because we believe that they will guide us into the right direction as the time progresses.
Thank you so much for sharing. So what are the next steps if influencers or content creators want to work with you and Fanfluence? What can they do?
So if this has sparked your interest, then visit our website, fan-fluence.com, create your first fundraising campaign or invest in one. See you there.